Shemai, I'm going to have a bit of fun today because I want to compare different strings. I've got roundwounds on this one, flatwounds on this one, and this one which has got rubber strings or polyurethane strings on it. And I want to compare the sounds of all three. So this is all about the sound of the strings today, not really about the instruments, but just a very, very quick rundown. This is my Muso solid body mini bass. It's got a piezo pickup, and as I said, polyurethane or rubber strings, and these ones are the Ukulele Thunder Black strings. Here we've got a Kala solid body U bass, and this one has got the roundwound strings on it and magnetic pickups. And then my Fana Pee-wee bass, again, it's a passive instrument. It's got magnetic pickups, but this one has got flat wound strings, and these are the La Bella 23.5-inch flat wound strings that Carla designed. So yeah, these are three solid body mini basses. I'm looking at the strings today, but I will look at electroacoustic different strings in the future. No effects going into my Gensler MG350 head and barefaced 110 cab. My normal settings, which is a little bit more bass, take a little bit out of the mids, little bit more treble, but this will be the same for all three basses. I'm not going to change the amp settings. Now obviously strings are really subjective. All our hands are different shapes, different sizes, we all feel slightly different as well. So my description of playing polyurethane strings, and these, as I said, are Ukulele Thunder Black, they take a bit of getting used to, especially if you already play the bass. They feel a bit fatter under the fingers. They roll around a little bit more. But these things you do get used to when you've been playing them for a little while. And they're very easy on the fingers as well. Quite nice and soft to play. Some people love them, some people hate them. But that are the polyurethane or rubber strings on a solid body bass. So we're on to the roundwound strings now, and this is really what comes as standard on most basses, whether it's bass guitar, bass ukulele or mini bass. So that's the roundwounds on this Kala U bass. Now then, if you know me at all, I'm not actually a massive fan of roundwounds. Okay, I've played bass guitar for 40 years, okay? It's just, I'm not fussed on that sound, and I don't quite like the feel under my fingers as well. I started on double bass, okay? But some of the advantages of roundwounds, they're a little bit cheaper because they're everywhere, you know, everybody makes them, and they do have a much brighter sound as well. And, you know, if you want to be twanging and popping and slapping and stuff like that, roundwounds are the way to go. Okay, so we've got my Fana Pee-wee bass, and this one has got flat wounds on it. And as I said, they're the La Bella 23.5-inch scale, which were designed for the Kala solid body, but they fit this beautifully. So very quickly, that's what the Flatwounds sound like. Now these are my string of choice, especially when you're talking about magnetic pickups. And if you're not sure about pickups and things, the polyurethane strings or the rubber strings won't work on a magnetic pickup because magnets need metal and there's no metal in those strings, okay? So that's why there are different types of strings. It's to do with the different pickups. So how do these play? They are much, much smoother than the Roundwounds, so you don't hear any noise coming off them. I personally find them a lot easier on my fingers. You lose some of the brightness of the sound, and if you want twangy sounds and things, that's a bit more. But if you want a real sort of mellow or wah sound coming from your bass, the Flatwounds do that. So what I'm going to do now is do a little bit of a sound demo where I'm playing the same bass lines on the 3 basses so we can really compare them side by side. So yeah, it's been an interesting little play with these, and I will be really interested to listen to them back as well. Don't forget, wear headphones or use different speakers. You really won't hear a proper bass sound if you're listening to it through a tiny speaker on a phone or a tablet or something like that. So headphones or big tidy speakers. Let me know in the comments, what do you prefer? Whether you play the different strings, whether you're listening to them and you prefer different sounds and things like that. I think my favourites have to be the Flatwounds. I love playing Flatwounds. And the Polyurethanes. I just think they're so much nicer under the fingers. I do like the sound that you get, the twangy brightness you get off Roundwound, but again, it's that sound in between as well, and I like the moi, you know, the really bassy, mellow tones you get off Polyurethane, which are a lot more like an upright bass at the end of the day, and of course the Flatwounds. If you'd like to support me here on the channel, I have got a Patreon page, so I will pop a link in the description below for that. As always, I do hope you've enjoyed this video. If you've got any comments or questions, please feel free, leave them below, give us a like if you've enjoyed, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on new videos. Thank you for watching.